Hi, welcome back to Dotty Lifestyle. Well, it feels like absolutely ages, and it is. I have been really busy with my other channel doing Vlogmas and my gift to November, but I'm back. I do want to get into regular vlogging with you guys again, and I thought what I would start with today is kind of the bit of a stash that I've built up from my two beauty advent calendars, and then I had my little hair advent calendar as well. So the two beauty advent calendars that I got were the ASOS, which I think cost me about £73, and the Elle magazine, which was £99 but includes a year's subscription to Elle magazine as well. So overall I do feel like the contents of the Elle magazine were better, but there were lots of products in both that I absolutely loved, and I did choose the ASOS one first based on the content and the budget. So I would say as the lower budget one, it was pretty good. I've got to say, the good thing about the beauty advent calendars is they start getting unboxed on YouTube from about September, so you can kind of see what's in them and make a decision about which one you want to buy. But then when you're opening it each day, you can't remember what's going to be in it, which is great. Like, I could vaguely remember some things were in it, but I couldn't remember which days they were in. So I think we'll start with hair first. I'm going to tell you about things I've got, but things that I've already started to use. So one of the things that I've already started to use is this product called Archive The Good Habit, and it's a hybrid oil. And I've been using this for a couple of weeks. So this one is, what size is this? It's a 50ml. Now I use the tiniest little bit. The first time I used it, I used too much. I've not used it today, but I find when I'm straightening my hair, I just use a little bit of heat protection, a tiny little bit of this, and it feels amazing for days. And interestingly, normally I sort of wash my hair Tuesday, Friday. I washed it on Tuesday. It's Boxing Day when I'm recording this. It'll probably go out to you on tomorrow, Wednesday. I probably could have done with doing it yesterday, but I just bunged it up because I was making Christmas dinner and everything. And I feel like I'm getting a little bit longer between hair washes out of it, which is fascinating as well. So that is product number one in that range there. I'm also looking for, I got Philip Kinsley elasticizer, but I think I might have left it in the shower. And I've actually had that on my hair this morning. I've done my hair today with my fat curling wand. I haven't done this for ages, but I'm really pleased with how it's come out. So I left that Philip Kinsley elasticizer. It's just a white tube. It's quite well known. You can buy it everywhere. You're meant to leave it in for 20 to 30 minutes. I think I had it in for about an hour while I was doing something else, and I had a mask, not a sheet mask, but like a mask on my face as well. I felt like I'm doing a bit of self-care for me today. Yeah, and it's curled pretty well, I think, like that beachy sort of wave. I'm quite pleased with it. New techniques, I'm not used to doing that yet. So a couple of other things briefly that I got in there. So this might have been in the glossy box actually, so I'll briefly mention it. It's called Coconut Cuddle Hair Cream. Let's just get a focus in on that for you. I've not tried that yet, so I'm going to see what that's like. So that's got coconut oil, quinoa and green walnut in. Then two other hair care products, one of which I've tried, which is the Aveda Botanical Repair. It's called a serum, but it is for your hair. So I've tried this one, leaving it in before I washed it as well, which was okay. I don't know if I'd rush out and buy that one. I'm going to see how I find the elasticizer. I don't tend to get split ends. I am booked in for a cut in a couple of weeks time, just a bit of a trim and freshen up my layers while I'm growing it out. I don't think I've had it cut since maybe about May, I think. So I've just been growing it out, and it's grown out really well. This product is by Sacha Joanne, and let's get that focused, see if it will. There we go. So another sort of hair mask, hair repair. It's a 30ml tube, so for dry damaged hair, apply to clean wet hair. All I did today was wet it because it didn't have any product in, where when it's curly I've got to put hairspray and stuff in. And then there's a product by Shampoo, which is a leave-in conditioner. This one I'm going to be more cautious about because my hair can't take a lot of weight. I've got thick hair, I've got a lot of it, not as much as I used to have, but I do find things that weigh it down just make it feel heavy, and then my fingers are in it and I get a bit of psoriasis, so I've got to be careful. And this one I was going to use today, but I realised you've got to use it on wet hair. It's a Salty Mist by Maria Nyla. Now, I have tried salt sprays before, but it's more, I assumed you would put it in when it was dry, like a salt mist spray, but you put it in when it's wet, so I've not tried it yet. But I will try it at some point, and if I can't get away with it, well, I can't get away with it. That's just the way that it is. So that was all of the hair products, things that I got in them, which is fine. Over two, there's 7 products altogether, which I think is pretty okay. Let's cover hair all in one go. So I had the Invisibobble advent calendar, so I got this Happy Healthy Hair little zipper, so that has got all of my little Invisibobbles in, which is what I wanted to do, build up a collection, apart from 2 dark ones that I gave to Anara because she's very dark haired. And then I've got this and a few more, I think, this huge collection of silk, satined and patterned scrunchies. Now I can make scrunchies, that's no problem, but these all have the Invisibobble in, so I've been using these quite a bit. So you've got some satiny ones. This one I love, it's like a leopard print. You've got plain pink with a black edge. You've got a bigger satin one, and I've got my silk pillowcase from Santa Claus, so I'm going to be popping that on the bed tonight as well, because that helps your hair and it helps all your skincare to absorb as well. And then this stripy one, I would say, oh, hang on, there's another one, like a silver one. There was this ponytail thing, but I don't know if I'll ever do anything with that. And then I think this was in the, I can't remember, maybe the ASOS one, there's the SLP silk scrunchie as well, but I'm just keeping that in the packaging so it's separate. So I'm well stocked up, which was why I wanted to get it. And there was also a very dark red, really ruby red, beautiful colour scrunchie that I gave to Anira, because I wouldn't wear anything that wouldn't be part of my colour set, so it wouldn't suit my skin tone. But the reason I got this, I think I got it for £23, was it's just stocked me up with Invisibobbles and saved me a load of money, because each one of these is, I think, about £5.95. So yeah, happy days. So I'm going to move on to the bits that are like what I'm going to call I don't know what that is, the in-betweens. So I got a few things around sleep. So I won't be trying these for a while because I've got some products that are open. So this is by Ren, which I use some of their skincare, and it's called Now to Sleep. It's a pillow spray. And then I've also got the deep spray pillow spray by This Works. I think I've had I don't know if you'll really say that, the This Works products before. But that's going to be quite handy if I'm travelling, to just take that little one as well. And I've also got, but not lit yet, the Neon candle, which is also a sleep candle. But I've got, at the moment, I've got a pillow spray, I've got a diffuser, and I've got a balm, which is the Sanctuary balm that I rub on my pulse points and my neck. And I was saying I tend to sleep with my hand up here, so that pulse point one I am smelling as well. So I've got an overall body cream, which is Ultra Repair Cream for dry, intense hydration for dry parched skin. So I'm not opened that yet because I've got a moisturiser on the go right now. And I've also got by Fenty Skin, which I will be using, but again I've got a hand cream open at the moment. So this is a Fenty Skin hand cream, and I'm not going to open it yet, but it's the Brazilian Bum Bum cream, which everybody calls Bum Bum cream because that's how it says, but it's Bum Bum cream. This is just a small one. I know lots of people will have got this for Christmas because it's really popular, so I will be using this. Again, it's probably an ideal little weekend away travel size for a moisturiser as well. And then day 25 in the L calendar was a Floral Street candle, which Floral Street are a perfume brand. So this one, it's vegan, and this is the citrus rose. So to get a couple of candles for Christmas, I do love a candle. I've usually got candles and wax melts on, so this will definitely be getting used. It's a 40-hour burn. It smells, I'm not a big fan of rose, but it smells quite subtle, so I'm quite pleased with that. Okay. So I'm going to move into skincare. This is probably the biggest section that I've got, but I have got some packaging and things that are open to show you. So I'll start with what I'm already using. my skin, I don't know if it's because it's it's cold, but it's not freezing cold in the UK, but it's been really windy, and I'm going really dry again around here, and particularly on my forehead. And you do need to kind of respond with your skincare to change in weather as well, so I am doing that. So I've started to use, a couple of times I've used, this was in the ASOS Beauty calendar, the Sunday Riley Good Genes, which is like a serum, but it's an overnight or daytime exfoliator. I wouldn't use it daytime, but I've used it overnight. I've used it twice because I'm still using my blend exfoliator, and I've got a new one of that. This is I think I'm going to hang off on this a little bit. I don't want to use anything that's too harsh, and I don't want to exacerbate things that I've already got going on with my skin, but I will keep it out because I've already opened it. So in terms of serum, I was using the My Blend, one of the My Blends, I can't remember which one. It was £67 and it only lasted December. And when I looked at it, it was 15 mils. That's the only size bottle they do. That's their proper size bottle. And I just love how it makes my skin feel. But £67 and it only lasted a month. So that can't happen. I've got to find things that are in my price range. So in the advent calendar, I've got 2 Dr. Barbara Sturm products, and probably I can't afford to buy both of these after, I'll be honest. But this is a 10ml serum, and it's the vitamin C serum. So I've moved on for my daytime to use this one here. It's quite a thick, it's already open, so I'll show you. It's quite a thick white solution, but I definitely could feel an improvement in a couple of days on my skin with this. So I'm using that one on a morning. I do sometimes use my retinol, and I've got the My Blend Wrinkles. I've got quite a bit of that left, but I'm not using that too much at the moment. Got to be careful with the retinols, guys, because you've got to make sure you use sunscreen the next day, which we should be using anyway. But also in my samples, I'll show you the box first. I got this, how do I say it? Shishido. And it's called Ultimune. So this is a power infusing concentrate. So this is the actual bottle. So I just moved on to using this last night. It's a 10ml again. The only thing I don't like about this is it's an open bottle, which I didn't have my glasses on, so I ended up with loads of it on my hand last night. So I'm going to have to pour it very carefully, or it's not going to last long. I would imagine the full size one must, you know, have a different system. It's unusual for something not to have like a dropper or something like that, but I just used that. Last night might have been the first night that I used that, but I'm going to keep the boxes so I'm aware of what I'm using, what's working, what it looks like, that kind of thing. And something I've been using for a few days because my daytime moisturiser I had finished. This size retails for £4.95, and the bigger one I think might be about £14. That's 100 mils. That's way better in my price point, and it's by a brand that's very well known, The Ordinary. You can buy this in maybe Boots, but you can buy it in Harrods Beauty. You can buy it online. I think they do free delivery if it's £25. And I know a few people who do use their products. So this is the Natural Moisturising Factors Plus HA, which is hyaluronic acid. So it's a surface hydrating solution. And it just says in the instructions, apply after serums as needed for effective surface hydration, which is really what I need right now. So I've been using that one, and I do really, really like that. I also should have mentioned this first. I've been using this Tancha The Essence for a couple of weeks. I keep forgetting to use it every day. It's a 75ml bottle. It's really expensive, so I probably won't buy it once I've finished with this. But I think that's the beauty of the advent calendars, that you get things that are some higher end products that you maybe can't afford, but you get to try out. I mean, some of the things that I've got in these beauty boxes, this size of serum is £45. This one might be about 30. I think this one's worth about £75. So this was in the Elle Beauty calendar, I think. Now this is it's like water, but it's a plumping skin treatment. You press a palmful onto the face and neck and use after cleansing and before any of the skincare. So I've popped that on today. I'm trying to get it in a habit of using that. But this is that face cream that I just mentioned. It's not called a moisturiser, but it natural moisturising factors. There's a different one, might be with peptides, but I like this one, and I'm definitely going to continue to use this. Very reasonably priced. Could feel an instant change when I used these two together. The first day I could feel a difference, and the second day I could really feel a difference. So today's day 3, and I did open, and I have used a little bit, so I will continue to use it, the Elmis Pro Collagen Marine Cream. A lot of you will know this. I have already got the cleanser in this range, so I'm just kind of mixing up my moisturisers. I've still got my blend thicker moisturiser that I use on the night, but again, it's not that heavy, and that's sort of alternating those. Okay, so what else did I get? I got another exfoliator. This is the Sally Hughes and Revolution, which you would use a couple of times a week, and then you can build up to it. And I've got a Grown Alchemist, sorry, that's another hand cream. It's in the wrong box. How naughty. So I'm well sorted for hand cream for the year. I've got the Barbara Sturm face cream, which is this one here. So I don't know the price of everything, but that's a 20 mils. Probably should be using them together, but I don't want to open that just yet. I've got Skin Therapy, which is also like a night oil serum. So I may move on to that once I've finished with the others. This is by Aborian. This is really highly rated, so we'll be using this very soon. I've got another cleanser. So this is Didepo Beauty, I'm probably saying that wrong, and that's a cleansing foam. So well sorted with cleanser, because I've also got this large tube by Caudalie, which is a gel cleanser. I have heard one person say this can be drying, so I might use this more in the summertime. I've got a big tube this size of the Ren cleanser that I'm using at the moment, which I really like. And while we're on about cleansers, I got a little bottle of Cetaphil. This was like the booby prize in the ASOS one, I think. Although it's a good basic cleanser, it's like a little, you know, like the little giveaway bottles, so it was a bit disappointing, but I will use it. See if I can get that to zoom. A lot of people use that. My daughter's used it. And then I've also got this is a Paula Skin salicylic acid. So this is a skin cream, so another cream, moisturising cream. I've got a Ren eye cream. I do really like Ren products. They're quite reasonably priced too. See if I can get that to focus. That's just a little eye cream, but I've got a full Sunday Riley eye cream that I've not opened yet, that I bought in October. And then an Eve Lom cleansing balm. So when I'm finished with my current balm, I'll move on to this one. But I do love the one that I've got, which was £8.99. I think this one's about £30. So on top of that, I've also got a depuffing gel eye mask as well. And I've got Instant Hydro Glow Hyaluronic and Marine Algae Sheet Mask as well. So that, I think, is all of the skincare. So I'll just move all of that to one side. And then my final one is makeup. So let me just move this along a little and do a swap around. Okay, so I have used a few of the makeup items. I've used one, I don't know where I've put it, so I'll start with that one because I can't find the bottle. So the other day I was getting ready for work on the morning, then I was going straight out in the afternoon, and then straight out for food early evening, so I wanted to make sure my makeup stayed in place. So I do have a fixing spray, which is a Revolution one, but I thought I want to use I want to use some of these. So this is when I find it, the Laura Mercer, and it's the Translucent Pure Setting Spray 16 hours. It did a great job. Wasn't disappointed at all. Now today I have just used the MAC, which is the Fix Plus Stay Over alcohol free long lasting setting spray, because we're going to see family today, so I'm going to be out for most of the day. I really didn't want to open that, but I opened it because I couldn't find that one. Okay, what have I already got that I'm using? So I've got a clear gel for my brows, but I do love Benefit stuff. I think their stuff for brows is probably the best that I've ever used over the years. So I did get this Fluff and Brow Wax. So my eyes are really due for a reshape and a tint. So I've just filled them in with a little bit of colour today, but this obviously isn't the full size, but this is the, so it's not clear, but it's white, so anyone can use it. I guess that's the beauty of an advent calendar. They've got to make it neutral. I don't know if you can get that in a colour, but I really like that on my brows. I feel like it holds them very nicely. I did get a brush, which I've not opened yet because I've just bought some new brushes. So a blush brush. This is an e.l.f. one that was in the ASOS calendar, I think. I can't remember which calendar this was in. I think ASOS. Oh, this might have been in my glossy box, actually. Anyway, it's a liquid cream blush in Dusky Rose. It's MUA. I know it wasn't in my advent calendar. I did have a rose in this brand, but it was a little bit too peachy for my skin tone, and this is really good. I've used it, but I'm having to be very cautious because a little goes a long way with it. But I was really looking forward to getting this because I do quite like Bare Minerals products, and this was in the L beauty box. So I mean, these are, I'm guessing, around 30 quid. So Bare Minerals, if you use Bare Minerals, you'll know how it goes. So it's like a rose. I don't know how well you'll see the colour. It's like a rose colour, light rose I would call it. And with these, you just you can take the lid off and you can seal it on the go, which is much better than how it used to be. It used to go everywhere. And then it's got 3 little holes, so you just move that and you just tap it into the lid. Can you see them there? So you tap a little bit into the lid, so you just go tap, tap, tap. Then you get your brush and you brush it round, swirl it round, then you tap it on the side, and then you put it on your skin. So this is the one I've got on today, which I think is quite nice. I'm just getting used to how much of that I need to be using. I feel like I've got that one right. I feel like I'm still working on that one. So what else did I get? I got a little set of tweezers, the micro mini tweezers from Tweezerman, which I might keep in my handbag for work, you know, when you've got those hairs. And you'll know what I mean if you're of a certain age that just appear. So sometimes I think like I could just do with something at work. So these are really well known, quite highly rated. So they came in one of them. I can't remember which one. I got a mascara, which is my mascara blend. And I think is it black? I can't remember. Black or dark. Ultra black volume and lengthening mascara. I'm not opening that because I've got a mascara that I'm using at the moment. And for lips, I got Bobbi Brown Extra. It's a lip tint, but it's a bit of a fib because it's not really tinted at all. It's really diddy anyway. But it's like a lip balm, but it's like literally got next to no colour on it at all. But it might be nice just to keep on my purse if my lips feel dry over the day or anything. I got this lipstick, which I did share in my Vlogmas. Now this, I love it. It's by a brand called Merit Signature Lip Lightweight Lipstick. So that's the box. This is the packaging. I love the packaging. I just feel like it's a bit retro. Now the colours, when I wind it up like that, I think, oh yeah, I could wear that colour, but I do feel I'll just do a little, it's a little bit rusty red for me. So I think I would need to wear it with certain colours. I do have some things that would fit in with that colour palette, but a lot of the things I wear are pinks and blues because they're the colours that really suit my skin tone. So if I put it on today, it wouldn't look right. So I've got a pink lipstick on today, but I definitely will wear it. And I do like how light it is. It's quite moisturising, so I might actually have a look at their range and look for some colours that would suit me a little more. I got one of these in a glossy box this month. I think it was this one, which is Mayfair Lane by Nails Inc. But I also got Be Your Incredible Self with Nails Inc. This is the base coat, base glow base coat. So at the moment I've gone back to doing gel on my nails, but so I'm going to keep these sealed because they'll, as long as they're sealed, they'll be fine. And if I do go back to using nail varnish, I've got a new base coat and a nude if I wanted to use that as well. So apart from that, this one came in the glossy box and I've been using it, and it's a Lottie London eyeshadow quad. So you can see I've already started to use that. So you've got two plains, this one is a good base and this one. And then you've got two glitters, like a peachy pink glitter and a gold glitter. I'm really liking that. But one of the key things that was the deciding factor on me getting the ASOS advent calendar was the day 25 gift. I keep calling it a gift. It's not really a gift, is it? Because you bought it for yourself. But when you think that the overall value of that calendar was, you paid £73 for it. I think the overall value was £300 and something. But day 25 was the Charlotte Tilbury quad that's worth about £45. So I've not actually started using it yet. I feel like I'm keeping it for best. But the colours are actually very similar to the Lottie London one. But obviously it's bigger. And I feel like the pigments will be better in it. I'm not going to swatch it because I don't want to touch it at the moment, but they're very similar colours. Maybe the dark is slightly darker, but yeah, I'll just cover the mirror up. But yeah, so that was one of the reasons that I wanted to get that advent calendar. I do pay for makeup and stuff, but I wouldn't tend to go out and buy that for £45. I'd probably buy that one. But yeah, I was pretty pleased with that. And the other thing that I got was a Revolution lip oil, which I've already got one of these. So this is the cherry scent lip oil, and I've got the, which one have I got? I'm sure this is Revolution. Yeah, it is. I've got the Eternal Rose one open. I keep it where I sit for work, same chair, just slightly further along. So I tend to just sort of use that when I'm working and things. So I'll just keep that one sealed up for now as well. So that's all of my little makeup stash, which I'm really pleased with as well. So overall, that's the first time I've done beauty advent calendars, and I will 100% do them again next year. The L one is a subscription, so I've got that in my diary to cancel in November, and then I can redo that in December if I want to and get that advent calendar. As soon as that arrived, it was so much heavier than the ASOS one, so I kind of knew I was getting more full-size products and things with it. But if you want to check them out, there are absolutely loads. So my daughter got the MAC, which was quite heavy on lipsticks, but she feels very well stocked on lipsticks, mascaras, everything was full size apart from a couple of skincare things that were in there, and that's come out really well. Miss Boo Karen is one of the vloggers that I watch, and she's done a best of. So if you're looking for best value, best packaging, best this, best that, best full-size products, she's dropped a great vlog in the last couple of days, so you can check that out. But yeah, both of the ones that I got came out very well, and I'm really, really pleased with what I've got. I feel like I've got a really good stash of stuff. I don't feel like I need to buy anything for ages, and I can just kind of go into my drawer and pull these out as needed. And that's why I separated them out into different trays, so I know exactly what's in each one, and I've just loved diving straight into them and using them. So let me know if you've got anything for Christmas, like cosmetics, beauty, hair, nails, anything like that, or let me know if you've got an advent calendar, what you thought of yours as well, and I will look forward to catching up with you very soon.